Prince Harry has been blasted by a royal commentator over his behavior towards Meghan Markle's estranged father. Royal expert Richard Kay said the Duke of Sussex's relationship with Thomas Markle, who he has never met, has been one of sour mistrust. The royal commentator said the roots of this unhappiness stem from the 77-year-old, who lives in Rosarito, Mexico, staging paparazzi pictures in the run-up to Harry and Meghan's royal wedding in 2018. Mr. Kay said the move was foolish but added that it was remarkable efforts were not made by royal aides to help Mr. Markle deal with the enormity of his daughter marrying a member of the royal family. Writing for the Daily Mail, he said, but perhaps the most baffling failure of all was Harry's. Even now, 4 years later, it is hard to understand why Harry did not meet his girlfriend's father in person, as any prospective son-in-law would do. There must have been countless opportunities for Harry and Meghan to have paid a private visit to her father, long before he started giving interviews. Mr. Case said that while Mr. Markle has hardly helped matters by criticizing his son-in-law in a series of interviews since the royal wedding, it cannot excuse Harry's own behavior. His comments come as Meghan's estranged father was admitted to hospital earlier this week after suffering a stroke. Urging the Duke to visit the 77-year-old, the royal expert added, "Is it really too late for Harry to put the past behind him and reach out to poorly Mr. Markle? I don't think so, but if he does not I fear he may come to regret it." Mr. Kay's comments come after Mr. Markle was admitted to hospital on Tuesday following a stroke. The retired lighting director had been planning to travel to the UK for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in June in a desperate bid to meet his grandchildren Archie and Lilibet. Last month, Mr. Markle told GB News, "I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to show my respect for the Queen and I'm going to make sure that the Queen understands that my entire family respects the Queen and the royals. We admire them and we want them to know that's how we feel about them and that's how we feel about England." Meghan has been estranged from her father since he was caught staging paparazzi photographs ahead of her and Harry's big day. Mr. Markle has since given a series of interviews hitting out at his son-in-law. In a brutal attack in April, the 77-year-old said, "He's like a child. He follows my daughter around like a child. He's not a man. You can tell me he was in the military but I can't believe it. I think he's kind of a wuss and always will be. He's got a brother that's a real man and he's got a father who is a real man. But I don't think he's ever growing up." Meghan Markle's estranged father, Thomas Markle, was rushed to hospital on May 23, 2022, following a suspected stroke. TMZ published photos of the former lighting director wearing an oxygen mask as he was bundled into an ambulance by paramedics, confirming Thomas was transported to a hospital in Chula Vista, California. Thomas raised the alarm after losing his voice, jotting down his symptoms in a note accordingly. His health problems are well known. He suffered 2 heart attacks in the run-up to Meghan's wedding, which ultimately rendered him unable to attend. Samantha Markle isn't holding back when it comes to her estranged half-sister, Meghan Markle's, treatment of their ailing father. During an appearance on GB News' Dan Wootton Tonight, the Diary of Princess Push's sister writer railed against Meghan's apparent lack of care following Thomas Markle's suspected stroke. "He's been through so much," a tearful Samantha explained. 2 heart attacks, a pandemic, and now a stroke. None of us have heard from Meghan. That's negligence. If she can't find it in her heart or have the moral conscience to step forward, then shame on her.